Welcome to this training video where we're going to look at the IR4 with the subforms IR4S and IR4J. So let's head over into our cloud tax returns. Here's the IR4 return open for the 2024 year, and just like all the other returns, we start in our details screen. We've got our pre-pot and our income, and then we've also for the IR4 got the disclosures section. So from key point 36, you need to answer these yes or no questions and then enter some data if required in key point 41. You can then select to continue and see a summary of the tax return from this summary tab. What you will need to do in the IR4 and any other returns where your entity pays provisional tax, you will need to enter that data into this field manually upon the first release. Please note we will communicate any changes to this field as we start to automate to pull in the data from Tax Manager as we further develop the functionality within the tax return. Before this tax return is ready for approval, I'd like to add two subforms. The first one is the IR4S to include the company shareholder details. So I come down to Return Actions, Add Attachment, and then select the IR4S from the drop-down. Once I hit Add, you'll see the IR4S is now up here along with my other tabs. I can now open this form and enter the details of the first shareholder. So let's go ahead and put some details in the form. Once we've entered our details, we can then choose to add a second IR4S if there are more than one shareholder. We can then again, if there's more than two shareholders, further add another IR4S. We could also choose to delete shareholders from here, or we could delete the attachment completely from the below here, and that will actually remove the IR4S completely. Once you've entered in your details, to push this through to the IR3 for Benjamin Smith, you just need to hit the Save Return button, and that will push through the information from the IR4S to the shareholder's IR3. So let's go and take a look at Benjamin's tax return. Here in Benjamin's IR3, a tip here is if you had the IR3 open in the web, then you will need to refresh it to show that that has come through from the IR4S. But if we go to the income tab here and scroll down to key point 20, we can see that the shareholder employee salary has been added to that key point for Benjamin Smith. On opening that detail, you can see the company source, the income and the IRD number of the company that it came from as well. So let's head now back over to the IR4. Here in the IR4 return, I do want to add an annual imputation return, which is our IR4J. So again, I come down to Return Actions, Add Attachment, and select the correct attachment within here and hit Add. You'll see again the IR4J has been populated, and I can click on that to enter the annual imputation return details for this tax return. Once you've filled in this form with the opening balance and credits and debits, the form will automatically auto-calculate your closing balance and any further calculations in these grey boxes that are uneditable within the form. If you've attached this form in error, again, you can delete the attachment from here. And once you've completed entering the data into the form, simply hit Save Return to save those details in your IR4 tax return. Thank you for watching this training video on the IR4 tax return along with its subforms, the IR4S and the IR4J.